Imagine living in a bustling city gripped by fear, where a ruthless killer lurks in the shadows, leaving a trail of death and mystery. Austin's first serial killer emerged in the 19th century, preying on the innocent, and then disappeared without a trace. But was he ever truly gone? Welcome to today's episode of True Crime Tales. We're diving into the chilling story of the Servant Girl Annihilator, Austin's first recorded serial killer. Between 1884 and 1885, this unknown assailant terrorized the city, leaving 8 victims dead. Despite years of speculation, his identity remains a mystery. Could he have vanished, or did he resurface somewhere else? The late 1800s in Austin, Texas, was a time of growth and optimism. But beneath its progress lay a series of gruesome murders. Dubbed the Servant Girl Annihilator by writer O. Henry, this killer targeted young women, most of them domestic workers. The brutality was shocking. Victims were attacked in their homes with an axe, often dragged outside and mutilated. The city was left in chaos as the police struggled to solve the murders. With no modern forensic tools, investigators were left with little more than eyewitness accounts and circumstantial evidence. The attacks shared eerie similarities, yet no solid leads emerged. As the murders escalated, so did the fear. Who could commit such heinous acts, and why? The killing spree began on December 30th, 1884, with Molly Smith, a young domestic servant. She was attacked in her bed, dragged outside, and savagely killed. Over the next year, 7 more victims, 5 women and 2 men, would meet a similar fate. The victims came from diverse backgrounds, but the majority were African American women working as servants. The killer struck at night, often bypassing locked doors and windows, suggesting an intimate knowledge of the homes. The people of Austin were terrified. The press sensationalized the murders, and rumors spread like wildfire. Some believed the killer was a deranged local, while others speculated he was an outsider or even a supernatural entity. Wealthier residents hired guards or moved away, while the city imposed curfews. Police patrols increased, but the killer remained elusive. Several men were arrested during the investigation, including boyfriends, husbands, and even complete strangers, but none were definitively linked to the crimes. One of the most notable suspects was Nathan Elgin, a local cook with a violent history. Elgin was killed during a violent encounter, and after his death, the murders stopped. Could he have been the killer, or was it just a coincidence? Some theorists believe the Servant Girl Annihilator may have fled Austin and resurfaced in London as Jack the Ripper. Both cases involved horrific mutilations, a focus on female victims, and an inability to identify the perpetrator. While this theory is speculative, it raises intriguing questions. Did Austin's first serial killer simply disappear, or did he continue his reign of terror elsewhere? The most perplexing aspect of this case is its unresolved nature. Despite 8 victims, mounting pressure from the public, and numerous suspects, no one was ever definitively convicted. Forensic tools like DNA testing didn't exist, leaving investigators reliant on limited evidence. Imagine the frustration of the victims' families and a community that never got closure. The killer's ability to vanish so completely has made this case one of the most haunting mysteries in American true crime history. The Servant Girl Annihilator's story remains a dark chapter in Austin's history. Was he a local man who died or fled? Could he have been Jack the Ripper, leaving a trail of terror across the ocean? Or was he someone we've never even considered? The truth may never come to light. What do you think happened to Austin's first serial killer? Share your theories in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss an episode of True Crime Tales.